Let me tell you who Banksy is. Banksy is an anonymous street artist who creates graffiti paintings, helps children, and makes people happy. In some eyes, Banksy is evil, and in others, Banksy is a great person. Banksy helps people and does art that is known around the world. The creative artist is a person who decided to rise up to the challenge, rise up to authority, and rise up to the task at hand, which was trying to save the world by bringing awareness to problems that would otherwise be ignored. That is what I know about Banksy so far. Banksy, a character well known by low and high-ranked authority figures, who try to bring down Banksy's way of life and way to communicate. That same communication method that makes Banksy a criminal. The police fail to bring down Banksy's way of life every single day. Is that a good thing? I don't know. But in my perspective, Banksy is half and half, someone who does good and bad. In other people's perspective, Banksy is only bad, and in very little amounts, but some people's perspective, Banksy is a very good person who helps people. I can't say if it's good or bad. I can't choose a side because I scientifically do not know, because Banksy, he's done a lot of good things, but he's also done a lot of bad things. Speaking about bad things, I mean breaking into someone's house and leaving a painting that literally reads Banksy. And yeah, there's been other stuff like graffiti on sheep, evading the police, but that is what I mean by bad things. Banksy's number of siblings are unknown, and Banksy's parents are unknown. And Banksy is correct, a boy. How do we know this? Because Banksy has said that he is in fact a boy several times in his life. Banksy was a kid who was different from other people. In most places, you would do good in school, have a great childhood, and live a normal life. But not Banksy. Instead, Banksy got expelled from their school. After Banksy was expelled, the inspirational artist went down the wrong path and was so outraged that he decided to do some petty theft and got caught by the police. Banksy went to jail for this. When Banksy got out, the inspiration took over, and he started doing art like painting and graffiti, but he was a little too slow, and as this continued, the inspirational artist was surely to be caught. Soon, Banksy realized that stencils would be helpful. Banksy got big with the police and did some bad things, but still after going to jail, getting expelled from school, and going into the graffiti business, they never gave up on doing the right thing, because they knew that jail was not an option. Banksy did many things, one of which was break into a place and leave a 4-foot painting that read Banksy. Once, Banksy gave the children's hospital a huge painting that had a note that said, "Keep up the good work." The creative artist made another painting later on that had a little kid holding up a doctor and a nurse, and Batman and Spider-Man in the background, which was to symbolize that nurses and doctors are the real superheroes, and that they should be the ones you are thankful for. Banksy also went into a museum in disguise and put up a piece of their own artwork. It took 3 days until somebody noticed, and Banksy started doing it in other museums, but got bored and made a whole exhibit at a museum. This time, the very passionate artist got permission. Banksy also put a fake shark into the water near a beach and wanted to see people's reaction, but the humans and the ducks knew it was fake since it didn't have a body. One of the main things Banksy is known for is doing graffiti and paintings on problems in this world and how to stop them. One of his most recent and famous pieces was "If you don't mask, you don't get it." It was about 3 rats, one holding hand sanitizer, one wearing a mask, and one flying on tissues. My personal favorite part of this piece was that he said, "I'm part of the cleaning crew, and I'm here to clean," then took out a can of spray paint and did the opposite of cleaning. Another piece showed up for Valentine's Day, where it showed a little girl hitting a wall with a piece of fruit. Now you think, wow, Banksy has done so much, there's no way he can do more. Turns out he can, because he decided one day that he was bored, walked into a museum, and released 200 mice, and said the reason he likes painting mice so much, or doing graffiti about mice so much, is that mice are just like him. They can squirm, they can do insane stuff, and get away with it. And that is literally what he does. Now after all of this, Banksy is finally done. Banksy has finally done all he can and has made a legacy for himself. A conclusion, an ending to the story. But who knows? Maybe he'll add some stuff later in the day, later in the year, later in the decades. But he has made a legacy, and this is it. The criminal who's done a little bit of good and a little bit of bad.